Hello everybody and welcome back to an introduction to ArcheAge Online. Picking up shortly after where we left off last time with the mounts, and we are going to go talk about Miracle Island. Now I've mentioned it in the videos before, and now it's time to actually dive in there and show you what it's all about. What we want here is this portal. These are all over the place. This is the portal, or warp gate as they call it, to Miracle Island. So we'll just hop in here. Now Miracle Island is a bit of an odd duck. It is a neutral place. As far as I know, it's the only neutral place in the game. So you will run into high-level members of either side. And there's no fighting. And it takes a while to load. This is where you're going to be going to spend those Nui tier coins that we got a couple of earlier from doing the quest missions. It's a tropical island. Just like the factions, it is very, very much laid out in an east to west kind of way. Let's see here. This is the island. So you've got your western side and your eastern side. So if you want to buy western style goodies, you want to go here. If you want to buy eastern style goodies, you want to go here. So I don't even know what that portal there is for, but let's take a look around. We'll hop over here to the eastern side first. Now there is a bunch of different stuff that you can buy here, and you will want to stop by. It's a pretty important place, really. First up is our gliders. You will get a basic glider just by doing quests and such in the game, and I will be showing that off later when I get one. We haven't gotten one on Capricia yet, but you can come here and buy blueprints to upgrade it. One thing to note, though, is you do need to be the appropriate level to actually improve your glider. So you get the blueprints, and then you get the parts necessary, and then you can upgrade your gliders that way. But you can't upgrade and use your glider unless you're the right level. So you might want to do some checking up on that before you bite the bullet and sink the money into it, because I unfortunately discovered that I think I bought this one over here and was not a high enough level to use it yet on my main character. So I eventually got there, but I wasn't particularly happy that I'd spent the money on it. Anyways, those are the gliders. Down here you can see there's a bunch of houses. And all of these houses have little models in front of them. Like so. This is the farmhouse. It's a very small little house, but it makes up for that with the fact that it's got the largest farmable area around the house of any of the houses. So most of the houses only have enough farming area that goes out to about this far away from the house. But this has more than double that. A lot more. So, as you can see here, they've got lots and lots of different crops and stuff planted around this. Now, the little model here is what you use to buy these. Now, you can notice, oops, as I'm getting close to these, little icons are popping up over the top of them here. That's just showing you that you can right-click on that and buy it. So, buying this fence would cost 10 silver. If I wanted to buy this, it takes a special kind of currency. These are Delphinod coins. And it's saying I need 100 of them. Delphinod coins are the currency that you get from doing trade missions. So we will be seeing those later on again once we get into doing trades and things like that. So by doing those trade missions, you can get Delphinod coins, and you can spend those on things like houses. Now, 100 coins is pretty expensive. You can come over here and oh, this one's not a normal one. Here we are. we can come over here and you can see this is the small Asian styled house. Another thing to note is none of these are furnished. You see all the furniture and stuff in here. This is just an example, and you can actually run up and buy this furniture. Again, it takes Delphinod coins. A lot of the stuff here does, but you can buy pretty much any of the furniture you see here. The fireplace is part of the house, though. There's a bed and cushions and all of that. And these are, I think, only 15 Delphinod coins. So much, much easier to get yourself one of these. In fact, you could probably get more than enough coins in one day of doing trade missions to get this. Oh, and there are little, like, floating balloon things that have icons that show you where to buy stuff. Ships over there. So there's different styles of house. You can see this one's a little larger here. And all of these have different furniture inside of them that you can check out. The furniture has different uses. Some of it is interactive. For example, if you buy one of the mail owls, you can get your mail right inside your house. These blank things that you'll see sometimes, these are the customizable ones that if you've got this and then you get some of the, I think it's cash shop item ink, you can put custom textures on things. They have cubes and other geometric shapes for that as well. Anyways, you can get over here to where they've got actually quite large places. And these do take a lot of Delphinod coins. 1,000. But I mean, look at that thing. Inviting your friends over would be pretty chic. You got chests. The chests you can actually store items in. So most of the stuff that you get is at least somewhat interactive. You can sit down on the chairs. Not that that ever has any purpose ever in a game at all. You can lay on the beds. Woohoo. The windows and doors and stuff open and close. And this one has a lovely patio. So, lots of cool stuff. Very interactive. I'm not even sure what this is. Just a fancy glowing rock or something? I don't know. Anyways, so that is those, and they take the Delphinod coins. On the other side, they've got the Western-style houses laid out in a very similar fashion. You can pick those up pretty much the same way. And if we've got enough time, we'll do a run-by of those and show them to you real quick, but I'm not counting on it. This is a castle. Yes, you can buy castles, but no, they don't work quite how you think. You can't just buy a castle and live in it. Castles are only able to be put up on the third continent up here. This is a contested territory, so both factions battle for control of this area. And I'm not quite sure how that works, but from what I can see here, it looks like this faction only has this part of it, and the rest of it is controlled by the enemy. I could be wrong, though. I don't really know how all that works. I have yet to get to the late game. But I do know that once you've got a capture point, you can contribute to it with the other members of your faction by helping build castles on it. And that leads into things like castle sieges if you're attacking the enemy, where you get stuff like this and try to take out their castle and take over the capture point. And of course, you know, a more reinforced and better laid out castle is going to do a better job of fending off the enemy. ramparts and all kinds of stuff. And this is the, again, Oriental or Asian themed castle building. What we'll take a look at next is over here. There is some stuff back here I guess I could show you real quick. This is also where you would go to buy the tractor mount, as well as some other random mount stuff. But, oh wow, I think that's a player's. Nope, it's a test drivable one. So this is what the tractor mount looks like. As you can see, there's 4 big crates in the back. You can stash trade goods in each one of those, as well as carry one on your back, which is why I've mentioned before in the last video, you can carry up to 5 trade goods with you versus 1 with the donkey. I'll get off. And then the other thing here is a cannon, which there's 2 positions for. One is to fire. So you can move it around with WASD and extend or lower the range and fire it. This is obviously to be used in siege warfare. Otherwise, you can drive it around. It's not the most mobile of mounts. I don't know that you'd really even call it a mount. It's called a chariot, which I think they've missed the point of chariot, but there you have it. So if you wanted to buy those, you would come over here to this. So there's the tractor. It is 70 Delphinod coins. The cannon is 150, but this is not the Delphinod coins. This is actually the Nui tiers. Those silver coins that we got. And this must be that fabled car. That looks awesome. I want that. 1,000 Delphinod coins. So this costs as much as that massive house over there. Difference is this probably doesn't require a whole bunch of upkeep cost. And here are the donkeys. Now you will get one of these from doing quest missions, so it's not necessary to buy one here, and especially not for the cost of Delphinod coins. You'd need 5 of them, and doing a quest or doing a trade run without a donkey would take you a long time. So getting 5 Delphinod coins would probably take you a few hours, and only to come get a donkey so that you could go do more. You're better off waiting and getting the quest donkey. And then they've also got the horse mounts here that you can spend Nui tiers on, but wasting 50 Nui tiers on a horse that you can just go buy by going to their homeland is kind of a waste as well. Alright, let's go take a look at these ships. Ships are a very important part of ArcheAge, and I will show you more of doing things with ships later on with my main character. She's got a full-blown ship as well as diving gear and stuff, and I really do enjoy going out and doing undersea exploration, treasure hunting, and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. Oh, this is new. Apparently they have now added beach houses, which cost Nui tiers, and wow, that's a lot. 500 Nui tiers. That is a huge amount. Again, Nui tiers are what you get from doing quests, specifically the storyline quests, as well as finding special hidden exploration spots. Okay, so here are the ships. We've got the small but steady adventurer's ship. This takes 30 Nui coins. So not too hard to get this. This is what I've got on my main character. There are 2 different versions of it. If you look at the model here, you can see there's a cannon right here. There's another one that's got a harpoon mounted in the front instead of the cannon. What the real difference is between the harpoon and the cannon, I'm not all that sure. I don't actually know how to use the harpoon, but I went ahead and picked up the one with the cannon. I figure if I'm going to do anything on the seas that involves shooting, I might as well take a cannon. This here is an upgrade. This is the galleon, and this is the Asian-styled one. It costs 200 of the Nui coins. And it looks like that. Usually they've got one in the sea right off the back here, but I don't see it. Then we've got the fishing boat, which is 100 Delphinod coins, as opposed to the Nui tier coins. And it does, well, what you would expect it to do. It's a fishing ship. It's there to catch fish. I have yet to actually go out and use one of these, but there you go. That's what they look like. Now, over here, whee, sploosh. Mounts are also very, very bad at swimming. Again, ironically, except for the donkeys. The trade mounts are able to swim better for some reason. Oh, whoa, there's the big, huge party ship, which is only on this island. And, well, heck, I might as well show it to you. The game is gorgeously detailed, even if you're getting underwater here. There's kelp forests and plants and all kinds of stuff. So it is a fully three-dimensional world, so water is not just surface deep or anything like that. You can fully explore the ocean. This is the party ship. These are diving tanks, so while you're wearing one of these, it will resupply your oxygen. I guess I'll just put one on. Unfortunately, like trade packs, you can only walk while wearing one. Actually, for now, let's just ditch that. Again, lots of interactive little bits on these ships. Looks like they've taken away the helm. So I guess this is the ship that you cannot move around. But you can turn the music on. Which kind of clashes, but whatever. Okay. Anyway, there's not a whole lot more to this ship than that. It's just a big ship to host a lot of people on. And no, you cannot buy these. This is only available on this island to just mess around on. So these are divers tanks. When you've got a big ship, or at least a normal size ship, anything better than a dinghy, you can get one of these tanks on it. And as you'll see here, my oxygen meter going down, and it just kind of refills itself. Like so. That is how the dive tanks work, and I believe they last for 10 minutes. Yeah, there's a countdown timer up there. So you get about 10 minutes of oxygen out of it, which really extends the amount of time that you can spend underwater. And as well as there's other diving gear that you can get, which will increase it even more so. The ships are pretty much the same on this side, other than the Western Galleon is different looking. You can see that's it right there. Much different looking than the Asian-styled one, or Eastern one. And the only other difference is the Adventurer's ship has a harpoon instead of a cannon, but it looks exactly the same otherwise. So we'll ditch this pack. So otherwise, there's not really much of anything different over here, except for they did get a little bit carried away with the western houses. You can see there's a lot of different ones here. Each one of these is actually different than the others. If you take a close look, like these ones here, this one's got a cobblestone exterior, and this one is white wall. Anyways, whichever one of these that you buy is how your end house will look. So something to be careful of when you come out and pick up a house. So the Eastern style houses all pretty much look the same. The only real difference is the size, but these actually have different stylings to them. And I guess I'll show you inside of one here. I know, let's go in the one at the end of the row. They do have by far the largest house, which is the most extravagant of all of them on the western side here. And you can see over here is the castle stuff again for the western styles. This is actually a house that you can buy. It's these guys right here. They are 2,000 Delphinod coins, but they are massive. Oh, and there is an enemy faction player. As I mentioned in the last video, you will see people that are just doing the auto run, and they have one key locked down in one direction. So who knows how long he's been doing that. He could have been doing that for days for all I know, just leveling up his pet. It's not as fast as you might think, though. It actually takes... so a friend of mine did it overnight, and they got up, they said like 3 or 4 levels or something on their pet, so it wasn't even all that much. Anyways, this is a whole part of this one house. It's huge. Unfortunately, though, a lot of it is just open space. As you can see, it kind of goes from floor to ceiling, and there's not a whole lot in between. But, again, furniture and stuff like that, you add yourself. And you can jump off. I am curious. I'm not sure if these lights come with it or not. It doesn't look like it. So you can put on these lights if you want as well. There are 10 Delphinod coins. And this stuff here is also purchasable. Wrought iron fences for those that want a really fancy garden. Well, anyways, that is about it for Miracle Island. There are more little bits and pieces, but this is kind of the big stuff that you should be worried about getting here. Most everything else you can either make or find in the game in other places, but the big blueprints, the ships, the houses, all of that stuff, you need to come here for. So if you want to head back to where you came in, just hop into any old portal. And once you've gone and gotten yourself a coffee and it's finished loading, it will just spit you back out right at wherever you came in from. Really. Not making that up. No, seriously, you could go get a coffee. There we are. As you can see, we are back right where we came in from. So it doesn't matter what portal that you try to go out of. Once you're on Miracle Island, it will spit you back out wherever you came in. That's it for Miracle Island. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it was informative for you. But as always, we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.